Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
I think it's so important that we engage in the real conversation about climate change and not try to sugarcoat the issue. To talk about fossil fuel burning, to talk about tailpipes in cars and vehicles, yes, that's fine. But the real culprit is overconsumption of meat. We're saving not only Molly the cow, but Dolly our child. Everyone is being saved when we start feeding our children the right food.
Continue watching to find out more.
Joyful viewers, Kalaisa means how are you in Kabardino-Balkaria. I'm Nina. The nature-loving Kabardino-Balkaria people wish for you to have days full of sunshine and hearts full of joy. Today is part 2 of Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams. Mr. Adams was a New York City police officer for 22 years, a state senator, and is now a borough president. His busy lifestyle was centered around unhealthy convenience foods, and he was eventually diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and an ulcer. He had nerve damage and he was losing his vision from the diabetes. When his doctor told him he would be on medication for the rest of his life and that he would eventually go blind, Mr. Adams decided to find a way to heal himself. He started following the Forks Over Knives program, which is a whole foods plant-based diet.
In 3 weeks, my eyesight cleared up when I changed my diet. In 3 months, all the nerve damage was gone, the ulcer was gone, all of those symptoms that I had associated with my diabetes disappeared.
Amazing and relieved that he had regained his health, Mr. Adams became passionate about sharing the whole foods plant-based diet with his community and his city. The first step was Meatless Mondays. Here is New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio introducing Mr. Adams at the event to roll out Meatless Mondays to all 1,800 New York City schools, reaching 1.1 million students.
So now I want to say on the question of making us healthier, both as individuals and as a planet, as a city, there's been no stronger voice than Eric Adams. And his voice has been heard all over the 5 boroughs, and I'm telling you, it's been heard all over this country because he's so passionate and it's so personal. He'll tell his own story, but I've watched the evolution of Eric Adams. He has always been a big man in my view, but he was a lot physically bigger. He's lean now, he's strong. But he's taken his own experience and he's talked about how we all can learn to live a better way and to be healthier. And he's been strongly supporting the plant-based lifestyle medicine program at Bellevue Hospital, which we're really excited about. And thank you for that. And his advocacy was one of the leading reasons we went to Meatless Mondays throughout our health and hospital system. Thank you for that, Borough President. So, it's making a big impact with a big idea. Ladies and gentlemen, the Borough President of Brooklyn, Eric Adams.
Meatless Mondays is only the beginning. Mr. Adams has a much bigger vision for the youth, for his city, and for the world.
There's no reason we cannot have rooftop gardens in all of our schools while children can grow their food and then serve it down in their cafeteria. There's no reason we can't open the door of the industry of urban farming that's sweeping the entire nation, and our children can learn the skills to grow food local so they can take trucks off the road and not have fertilizers and pesticides and other harmful chemicals in their food. They can learn that. What we are doing here in New York, it's not on everyone's radar, but trust me, it has taken flight. When we show our Bellevue Hospital initiative, the first of its kind in the country, to do what has been in contrast to medicine in America, we are going to reverse diseases. We need to get all meat out of our schools, all cheese, all dairy products, all milk out of the school. I think it's so important that we engage in the real conversation about climate change and not try to sugarcoat the issue. To talk about fossil fuel burning, to talk about tailpipes in cars and vehicles, yes, that's fine. But the real culprit is overconsumption of meat, the overconsumption of beef. So every day we could, number one, cut back on our consumption of meat as much as possible and even move towards not consuming it at all. We were successful here in New York City where we got processed meat out of our schools and a 50% beef reduction, but we need to go further. We're saving not only Molly the cow, but Dolly our child. Everyone is being saved when we start feeding our children the right food. We have two mothers, Mother Earth that sustains us and our mothers that gave birth to us. Both of them should be protected. Right now we are domestically abusing Mother Earth.
Adventurous viewers, we are going to take a short break to look online for some exciting new vegan recipes. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back, compassionate viewers. Mr. Adams found the Forks Over Knives book to be an excellent guide for successfully transitioning to veganism. He learned what to keep on hand in his pantry, which foods would help his body heal, and how to cook new recipes. He also saw that community support is an important factor for success in the transition to a plant-based diet.
Building the community is so important, and that is why every 3 months we hold a vegan plant-based meetup here at Borough Hall, where several hundred people come out and they interact with each other. They talk with each other. We're collaborating with churches and having health ministries where people are coming together in health ministries and the entire church embracing the concept of a whole food plant-based diet and exchanging recipes.
Poverty and lack of access to fresh foods can make it difficult to obtain healthy foods. In order to provide fresh fruits and vegetables to low-income families, Mr. Adams partnered with the Campaign Against Hunger to create a mobile market that brings low-cost produce to Brooklyn neighborhoods in need. It's called the Fresh Vibes Market, and it's a much-needed innovation.
It's hard to feed your family nutritious foods with the prices being so high. So I'm so thankful to be able to go to Campaign for the Hunger and receive. It's like a party. It's such a joy because you never know what you're going to receive, but you do know that you're going to receive healthy, nutritious foods, as well as referrals and resources of information for seniors, for the youth.
This is a landmark day for the borough of Brooklyn and for really health in the city, because the way goes Brooklyn goes the entire city, and the way goes the city goes the entire country. So we're changing the mindset nationally and globally as well as locally on how we move to this foreign entity that was never embraced before, and it's called reversing disease. We don't have to be on a lifetime of prescription when we can use the original medicine, and that's food. The state-of-the-art RV has been retrofitted. If you haven't walked inside, it is something to behold. It brings a range of services to food deserts across Brooklyn. Not only that, it brings below market price for fresh fruits and vegetables. It also allows cooking demonstration. A great chef will meet you at the door to show you how to eat healthy and cook in a healthy manner.
The Peru president's message of veganism also includes compassion for our animal co-inhabitants. He has spoken out against elephant performances in circuses, hosted the Brooklyn Animal Rescue Summit, led a rally to protect geese in Prospect Park, and hosts an animal adopt-a-pet event, among other initiatives. He has also publicly called for the city of New York to end investment in companies that are causing fires and deforestation in the Amazon rainforest. Mr. Adams' dedication to the well-being of his city's citizens is an inspiring example for government officials all over the world. We thank you for all your endeavors to see a vegan world happen as soon as possible. May God bless you.
When you have a chronic disease, it cripples your entire family. And if I could teach families how not to go through that and just experience life where their family members are not experiencing Alzheimer's, where grandparents can't identify their grandkids, and families are going through chemotherapy, and mothers are dealing with asthma. If I can do that, if I can change that, that is the end of the chapter. And I mean, I had a great life.
To learn more about Mr. Eric Adams, please visit brooklyn-usa.org/facebook.com/bperic-adams/. Conscious viewers, it was wonderful to have you here with us today. Coming up next is The Life of Lord Mahavira, Saving Gaushala, Part 1 of 3, on Between Master and Disciples, right after Noteworthiness. May you be blessed with loving inspirations and noble opportunities throughout your life.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/VE.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/VE.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/VE.
برنامه‌های ما شامل زبان‌های بسیاری است. از این وبسایت ها دیدن فرمایید suprememastertv.com/schedule و suprememastertv.com/VE.